Hi, today this video we are going to show you in terms of how do we give access to an agency or a person to manage your Google business profile as a business owner. So in this video we're going to show you one of the profiles. So this is a live profile. It's actually a proper case study of a customer where we have an access in one of the email IDs as a primary owner. So how do we check in terms of whether we have an access? So this is when you log into this particular email ID. This is a Gmail ID, and this is where the customer's name is. And when you search, this is how the profile will pop up. When the profile pops up, you need to check whether you have an access. So your business on Google, and it says here, it says you manage this particular business profile. Now, how do we check whether we are a manager or a primary owner or an owner? So this, when you go into the profile, these three dots which you see here, just click on these three dots and click on the first option, that is business profile settings. Once you click on the business profile settings, the first option, it says people and access, and it says add, edit or remove people's access. So you can add as a manager, you can edit, you can enhance the manager as a owner, and also you can remove the people you have added if provided you are a primary owner. So when you click on this, so it says primary owner is, this is the email ID, and it says primary owner. So now we can add as a owner, we can add any other person, or we can add managers also. So this is the add button. So once you click on the add button, it says email ID. So we are going to add this particular email ID where we are going to give access as a manager. So this is a proper case study we are going to show. This is a live case study of how do we give access to this particular email ID as a manager. So you have an option of either owner or you have an option of manager. So manager, what are the rights of a manager? Can make changes to your Google business profile on Google search and Google Maps. But if you give access as an owner, he can edit, add people, transfer ownership of the business profile on search and maps. So based on the access which you want to give. So as a manager, I want to give access to this particular email ID. So I'll select this particular and then I'll click on invite. Once I click on invite, Google will say invitation has been sent to this particular email ID. So, and the access is still pending because now this person or this manager whose email ID is given as access as a manager has to go into his Gmail account, log into his Gmail ID, this ID, and then accept this particular invitation. So once he accepts this invitation, he will be added as a manager. So we are going to show you that also in this particular video. Now let us go here. See this. This is the Gmail ID where we are talking about, where we have given an invitation through Google Business Profile as a manager, and we are adding this particular Gmail ID as a manager. So this is the email which has come from Google Business Profile saying that Prem Kumar invited you to manage this particular business. So when we click on this, so this is the profile, and it says this is the email ID and this is the profile is and they have invited, so I can accept this. So once I click on the accept button, so what happens is that the actual email ID where access is being given, we need to select that. So this is the email ID, and once you accept it, it's saying accepting, and then it will say accepted. So it's going to take very few seconds and say accepted, and then your profile opens up. And once the profile opens up, this is the Gmail ID where we are given him access as a manager. So it says you manage this particular profile. Now let us check whether this particular profile is being added as a manager in the list of people and access. So when you go to this, so this is the primary owner, and here it says you as a manager. So this is the email ID and you as a manager. So this is how you can add a manager, or you can even delete a manager. So I will show you how to delete this as a manager also. So again, go back to your actual profile. So when you go to the actual profile, this is the primary ownership profile. So when you click on this, right, and then when you again go to people and access, so this is the manager. So you just have to click this, and if I want to remove this person as a manager, so only thing, see, it says remove this as a manager. So I'll just remove it for this demo video so that you know how to add and remove managers, or give access and remove access as manager. So this on the main profile, so this is the primary ownership profile. On the primary ownership profile, when you go back and check, what happens is you have removed the email ID as a manager. Now let us go back to the same account and check whether the access is there as a manager or not. So when you go to the same profile and when we check on it, let us go back to this, and it says you no longer manage BYOB. That is the same customer. So you again get a mail saying that your access has been changed, so you can no longer manage this particular profile. So this is how Google will interact. If you are invited, it will send you an invitation mail. If you are removed as a business manager, the same person will again get a mail from Google saying that you no longer manage this particular business profile. So this is how you can add managers onto your Google business profile, and you can also edit managers. You can also even remove the access given to any particular person at any given point of time, provided you have access as a primary owner or as a owner to this particular business profile. Thank you very much.